Hi, welcome back to It Figures, and here we go on something that I've been waiting 8 months to review for you guys. I actually ordered this 8 months ago once The Mandalorian was finished on Disney Plus, and of course everybody in the world wanted a Baby Yoda, and these went up for sale just right around then. So we ordered it way back then and just showed up. So I have not opened it yet, as you can see, so I'm going to take a look at it as you guys do. Alright, so let's get this thing open and take a look at it, because I have really no idea what it even looks like. It's been 8 months, but it is Baby Yoda, and they're just starting to come out, I guess. It's big. So here he is. Let's take a look at him. Alright, so by first looking at it here, I thought he'd be a little bit more rubbery, but he's kind of plasticky. I mean, he's not really squishy, which I thought he was going to be a little bit more squishier, but he's not. He's actually kind of a hard plastic. On the back of the box, you can see what it looks like outside the box, and it looks like it comes with a couple things, like his cup of whatever it was he was drinking, and some kind of weird frog that he likes to eat. So, alright, let's take a closer look at him as I open this up and see what he all does and take a look at more of the detail. Alright, so here we go. Finally, after 8 months, we have the child, the Baby Yoda. And taking a look at him, he's actually pretty well detailed. He looks like Baby Yoda. I mean, there's no denying that. He has those gigantic Yoda eyeballs, and they almost look like they're glass, but they're not actually, or plastic. They're painted in, so it's a pretty good paint job. And as you can see, they're super glossy, which reflects the eyes really well, so looks fantastic. He actually even has hair on top of his head, even though it's painted on. I don't know if you can pick that up in the camera, but yeah, he actually does have painted on hair, and he has like a weird texture to his skin too. It's not just smooth. It actually does have some kind of texture. I'm assuming that, you know, that's what Baby Yoda would probably feel like. And as I was saying, his ears and everything are hard, just like his head. Just a hard plastic. I think he has really nice hands and really great detail on his hands. This one is curled up a little bit. And this one, it looks like he's going to be using the Force on you. So it's, you know, straight out. So I like the fact that, you know, that both hands are actually different. And of course, this here is real cloth, as you can see. It's not plastic or anything. And he does have a sort of a fluffy collar to his robe here, which is pretty nice. His feet are also really nicely done, just like the hands. I think you guys squeeze his stomach and he makes noises, I guess. So let's take a listen.
Make little baby noises. Sound like a little baby.
Yeah, that doesn't really sound like Yoda. I don't know if that's really Yoda or Baby Yoda.
Well, it is baby.
It's definitely, it sounds.
It is baby. I can tell you that much.
Sounds like a baby. That was more Yoda right there. That sounds definitely more Yoda. I don't know. I mean, it's been a while. It's been 8 months since I've seen the show. I don't know. I don't know if that's actually what Baby Yoda sounded like in the show.
We might have to go back and rewatch the show.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he made that much noise. I mean,
does Baby Yoda sound like baby? Is Baby Yoda baby? Is the question. I mean, that just sounds like baby.
It does. Sounds like a baby.
Ooh, you got him to stand up.
He's standing up.
Woo!
Holy cow! How'd I do that? So I was about to say that he doesn't really stand up on his own, but somehow I magically got him to stand up. I don't know how.
Well, I guess he's never moving from that spot.
So now let's take a look at some of the extras that he came with, some of his accessories. So the first accessory we have here with Baby Yoda, let's see if I can get him to stand up again. Nope. Alright, so the first accessory that comes with Baby Yoda is his cup that he has. that he was drinking out of in that one episode. And of course, now it's become like a famous meme on Facebook and everywhere else. He's, drinking this cup of whatever. And it's not bad. I mean, it has like some of the wood grain detail here on the outside of it. I don't know if you guys can see that. Inside of it is just sort of like this weird brown texture that he was drinking, and it has a couple holes on the sides of it. I guess when it came off of the line that it was created on, it had holes. But if he's holding it like this, obviously you're not going to see it. So the next thing he comes with is this. It's that weird frog that he was eating. And you don't really get to see it that well on the show, so it's pretty interesting to actually get to see it. It has one eyeball, and it's sort of a bluish green, and has some stripes here on the back that are actually textured. That's weird. Oh, yeah, it has some textured stripes here on the back. So going back to Baby Yoda here for a moment, you can kind of see his body is very squishy. I mean, it's not solid like the rest of his hands or his head. It's a very squishy body, which of course you can squeeze on and make noises. But the legs themselves, doesn't really support his body because there's nothing here for him to really stand on. So I don't know how I got him to stand before. And it seems like I've been having issues lately with figures or anything standing. But he really, unless you get a stand for him, well, there he is. I guess he's standing somehow. You have to be very careful with him, I guess. But yeah, I guess he can stand, which I don't know how he's doing it, but he's doing it. So as for what he was drinking here, I don't think he can hold it. I don't believe there's any way of him actually holding that. And neither hand is really made for him to hold the cup. So you can just kind of set the accessory, the cup here, and set his frog guy, which he likes to eat. I thought maybe there might be some sort of motion activated thing if he was eating, but there isn't. Next to him here, there's Salem. Salem wants to check out Baby Yoda. What do you think, Salem? You like Baby Yoda? Alright, so let's bring up the good and the bad here for Baby Yoda. So the good is the sculpt. It's a really nicely done sculpt, and I like the fact that they even have the hair texture up here on the top of his head, and the painting is excellent, like around his eyes, like the airbrushing and everything. It makes his eyes really pop out, and the ears as well. You can see that there's really nice airbrushing going on inside the ears, and now my neighbor just started up his lawnmower, so I'm gonna cut this a little short. Accessories are also pretty decent. I'm glad he actually came with something. Here's the frog. The cup that he was drinking out of, I think it could have been a little bit better made, maybe a little bit, better designed or some sort. I think the inside of it could have been maybe clear or something, rather than just a solid, weird mud-looking color. And the other good thing is he actually has 10 phrases. Not exactly sure if that's Baby Yoda. It sounds just like a baby to me. But again, I haven't seen it in such a long time. I'm not a good one to judge, I guess, on what Baby sounds like. Baby Yoda sounds like. I did have him standing up a couple of times, but because the way his body is made and it's very squishy, I mean, you can kind of set him up like that, but he's just going to fall over. And I've been having a lot of issues with, oh, there he is. He's standing up a little bit. I think if you position him just right and don't move him ever again, he can stand up on his own. But that's pretty much the only bad thing I can think of, is the fact that, that he doesn't really want to stand up on his own. Overall, I think these guys actually should have been released with The Mandalorian. And yes, I do realize they didn't want to have any spoilers for Baby Yoda out there. By the second episode, third episode, the world knew about Baby Yoda. There was no more spoilers. Baby Yoda's Baby Yoda. So, it's a nice figure. It's really nice. I think it's really cool to actually finally get to own a version of Baby Yoda finally. So that's awesome. And I do have another one ordered. It's the most expensive thing I have ever bought figure-wise. And that will be coming up whenever they send it to me. I did pre-order, once again, 8 months ago, I pre-ordered the Sideshow figure, the full-size Sideshow figure of Baby Yoda. And I'm never have ordered anything from Sideshow. I've always wanted to. I think they're an amazing company. And since I loved The Mandalorian that much, I actually bought Baby Yoda from them. But as to when they ever going to ship them out, I have no idea. But for right now, I got a Baby Yoda finally, and he's pretty cool. And he's definitely worth picking up. If you like Baby Yoda, these things are going to fly off the shelf. I don't know if they're going to sell as fast as they would have back when the show was still on. 8 months later, people's attention span, I don't know if they're going to last 8 months or not, but I think once people start seeing him on the shelf, yeah, he's going to be gone. I mean, you're not going to be able to find him anywhere. He's going to be just wiped out. So I'm glad I pre-ordered it. And I'm also glad that you tuned in to watch this review for It Figures. And if you're new to the channel, go back and explore some of the other reviews that I've done. I've done quite a lot on here. I've done over 100 reviews now on the channel. And I have a ton more reviews on the way. And so hopefully, if you haven't subscribed yet, you will. So I can see you next time here on